So this is Joy News. My name is Becky. Today we want to touch base with some friends, across the country. Oh, this is just one friend. So his name is Tarick. He's my guest today, all the way from Denmark. Let me give you something small about Tariq. So Tariq is an honest and reflective artist with meaningful lyrics and an amazing. He has an amazing flow. So his songs are made basically to glorify the African culture and also listeners across, the world. And Tariq is
Yeah.
my guest. Hello to you, Tariq.
Hi, Becky. Hi.
Welcome to Joy News. How is the
Thank you.
weather in Denmark?
It is nice and gray at the moment.
Mm,
So cloudy. Good old Danish weather, to be honest.
okay. Okay. I know that a few things when you get to Denmark, people can do is the cycling. They have like
Yeah.
the really good hot dogs and porks, and the jazz music there. I'm told is fantastic. Which one do
Yeah.
you do?
Well, I'd say a little mix of all of them actually.
Mm,
I'll take my bike down to the jazz bar, or
okay.
yeah, yeah. No,
Well,
but
that's.
it's super nice, especially with the jazz clubs and bars.
Mhm.
Such a it's very kind of loving culture, like coming very welcoming culture. Especially in like the jazz.
Mm,
Jazz musician can be a little what do you say, their own kind. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like you get
Yeah.
instrumentals and they're kind of
Yes.
flipped and like kind of like, yeah, all peace and love, and like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
come give me a hug. I don't know you, but like it's all love. So
Yeah.
it's all love. So that's nice, but
And
especially the jazz clubs, if I
and
can
and
say
and,
so.
and your dad comes from Denmark. I understand that your
My dad
mom
is from
too
Denmark.
comes from Tanzania.
Exactly.
All right. So
Yeah.
you live in Denmark.
I live in Denmark, yes, and but yeah, as you said, my roots are in Tanzania. To be more
Tanzania.
specific, Dar es Salaam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my family lives in Dar es Salaam.
Mm.
Yeah, but I was born here and I grew up here, but I still had my ties to Tanzania,
To
obviously.
Tanzania.
Yeah.
Okay. So how did music came about for you? Was your dad a
But
jazz musician or your mom?
yeah,
Where did
it's
you
it's
get it
funny you
from?
should say that. I spoke to my mom today actually about this, but not too long ago, and the thing is, like, nobody in my family are really like into music in that way.
Interesting.
So yeah, so my mom told me a story today that she called my grandma,
Mm.
and she asked how come my son likes to sing, and my grandma was like, well, you loved to sing when you were a child, and my mom
Oh.
obviously didn't remember. So my grandma told this story about her coming in and singing every answer to any question and being that annoying
Oh.
child. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so it came from mom.
It came from mom. Yeah,
Okay. How has
definitely.
the journey been like, uh have you always wanted to do music though? Because children as children
It
growing up, we have different
Yeah.
dreams.
Well, the thing is, I've always been interested in like music and always had like this thing that drew me towards it. But
Mm.
when I was a kid, I used to play the bass.
Oh, okay.
So I started early with having like music in my life. But then
Mm.
I got, as you get older, you lose interest in certain things.
Yes.
So then I switched out the bass with a microphone and began
Mm.
rapping at the age of 16-ish. And
Oh,
as I began rapping and all that, I kind of got into the flow of how to produce the music and how to get
mm.
into like making the songs and
So,
demos and whatnot.
okay.
And yeah, but it started out with like basic rapping. I had my little notepad with
Mm.
me and a little pen when I was staying waiting for the bus. I would just stand there and write my lyrics in that little book. Um, Later on,
Mm.
I joined this when I was in high school, maybe second year. I
Yeah.
joined a jazz band
Okay.
as a rapper
Okay.
to like push them as well as a front figure.
Mm-hmm.
And there I learned like, okay, this microphone has some power.
Mm.
I finally, when I was on stage, I could say, get your hands up, and people would get their hands up. I'd say, jump, and people would jump.
Jump.
And all of a sudden, I felt very comfortable with having to control people. Don't get me
Okay.
wrong, I'm not
Oh,
manipulative.
I get you. I get you.
No, yeah, but like this ability to like affect people in a way, both physically
Mhm.
and mentally
Mentally.
while you're there in front of them, really drew my attention, and I think that's the reason why I kind of like kept going with the music.
Mm. How long have you been doing this though?
Well, seriously, doing music seriously, I would say I've been doing it for around 6 years,
Six
yeah,
years.
6 years, something
Okay.
like that. Seriously,
So so your
yeah,
profile read that you do Afro beats, you rap, you
yeah,
sing as well. Do you produce your
yeah.
own music? Right.
I write my own music, and I compose the melodies and
Okay.
whatever. Like vocals are me, and lyrics on those vocals are also me. But I have producers who make the composition for me.
Mm.
Um, for the next projects, I have my manager Benjamin has
Yeah.
or he wanted has also produced some of my singles, and the ones that are out now and the next
Mm.
ones are produced by 2020 and Sunday, also two very talented Danish producers.
Producers. Okay. You mentioned something. You said being in the zone is a space where you become a superhuman of your craft.
Yes, I see myself right now as a leaf connected to a bigger tree, but at some point this leaf might grow a branch and grow another branch and grow another branch until I hit the crown of the tree. And as soon as I hit the crown of the tree, absorbing all the light, will I be happy then? Not sure, but I will stay focused until I'm there. For me, being in the zone, it's a space where you become a superman of your own craft.
What does that mean? What were you thinking before? Because you were talking about zoning,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And I thought this line is very powerful. You also
Yeah,
mentioned that you're a leaf connected to a bigger tree,
yeah.
and so I want to find out from you, where is that coming from and what does that mean when you said those
Well,
words?
to me, the thing about the leaf
Mhm.
is like we're all part of a greater good. In a sense, like I feel like whatever happens, it's rings in the water. They will spread
Yeah.
indefinitely, and something will affect something else. So if my leaf or my branch should
Mhm.
be rotten, the tree gets rotten.
Yes.
And I have like I feel like in a sense we're all connected, but also the fact that I got to sprout out as a leaf
Mm.
also kind of connects it. But like with that's the one thing, and the thing about being a superhuman,
Yeah.
I feel it can be connected to like in drawn to like everything.
Mhm.
For me, if I really like click into the zone, I think of nothing else but that specific thing I'm doing.
Mm.
And then with my full focus on that one thing, I'd automatically up the level without like noticing. And it could be like anything, it could be like a mom cooking food for five children or whatever. And when
Mm.
she cooks, or an accountant doing his taxes. When he does that, he does it. Like it's in a sense of like when you finally put your mind to it,
Mm.
you can up the level every time you do it,
Okay.
kind of. So that's what I mean with the
With
being in the
the
zone.
zoning.
Um,
But
yeah,
personally, what does music means to you? Because a lot of people, some will tell me that music means fun. I mean, they're just doing it
yeah,
for the fun of it. But
yeah.
what does it mean to you as a musician?
Music is music is my best friend. It's my girlfriend. It's my therapist. It's my basketball partner. It's music is my way of going on with my things. Like
Mm,
it's so therapeutic for me because like if I have troubles in my day-to-day life or whatever,
mhm,
and I go to the studio or I sit and write songs, the thing about getting it down on paper or
mm,
on computer, whatever, just getting it down
yeah.
takes off that weight on my shoulder,
Okay.
So mostly it's therapeutic, but I do it because I simply cannot stop. Pretty much, I feel like
Okay.
it's a way of how I am now. It's not something it's not a hobby thing anymore. Even if I cannot get into the studio, I would find like old headphones and
Mm-hmm.
plug them into my computer and sit with like this little microphone and sit and
Yeah.
record in that way, just to get something down, you know. So basically, it's my everything. To say it honest, like.
But do you think of your viewers or your listeners or
Yeah,
the people who will consume your music? Do you think of them before, say, putting down a song like the Chosen one, or is it Chosen?
chosen.
Yeah.
Well, in some cases I do, and in some I don't. Depends
Okay.
on the song, to be honest.
Okay.
With the next one, or the next after the next will be chosen. That
Okay.
one was aimed towards a viewer or a type of
Okay.
viewer.
What's
Um,
the name of that one?
the name of this song is Chosen.
Chosen.
Uh,
Okay.
yes. There'll be one single before that one,
Okay.
called Madafu.
Kama ukipanda pikipiki ajali, makelele wanapigia askari. Hii hapa hatari. Ota, mama unaota. Unaweza rudi ghetto ukitoka. Saa 8 usiku lakini hujachoka. Usijali. Nitaweza kukufuata na bajaji.
Madafu. Yeah, I've seen the Madafu. I've seen the Chosen. Is this Kandi?
Yeah, and also Standing
Kandi.
Walk.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the Chosen, or was it the Madafu that was referring to somebody?
Well,
or
actually, like I made Chosen as the first track.
okay.
So, and I had it with like a view of the people that would listen to this track.
Okay.
But while making Chosen, I made Madafu.
Oh.
And in the same way, like they all just end up they made it, how can I say, they simplified my way of making music in a way that I got more direct and more into like one lane with the music.
Okay.
And in the same way, they as I like connected the viewer, as I connected the viewer to that one specific lane, I also began glorifying what the music was about, you know, and the whole concept of those 3 singles has become this glorification of the music in itself.
Music. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you hope to? You speak so passionately about music and how you can't live without music. What do you hope to achieve with the music that you've made and about to make?
Well, I don't know. You know, it's hard to say a little step for man is a huge step for mankind or whatnot. But my goal is to reach a position where I can influence people of power to do certain things. Not to it could sound very propagandish. I get that, but more it's in a sense like I would like to reach a certain position where I could influence the minds of people of power. To say if let's say a thing like Akon, right?
Yeah.
Akon is a single man and gave 600 million Africans electricity, you know?
Yes.
And that in my mind is so absurd. Like, why can one guy do that while people are starving? You know what I mean?
Yes.
And there's so many people out there with so much money. So my plan was, if I could get to a position where I could influence the minds of people that have the opportunity to change things on a large scale, that would be the end goal for me. Or not the end goal, but a goal for me to actually make a change where I could do it with people. Like,
fantastic.
Yeah.
So you've been listening to any of Ghanaian musicians? Have you listened to anybody, or have you checked anybody out yet?
I have checked a lot of people out in order to also gain some knowledge and not to step on toes while I do my music, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, to pinpoint right now is I have a long list of my playlist is 400 songs long. You know,
can just give me say 2 names or 3 names. I can work with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've been listening a lot, like Nigerian musicians, as
Okay.
well as like a lot. You know, I have
Yeah.
huge influence from Burna Boy and
Great.
Wizkid.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
I'd say also. I'm not sure where Van de Cole is from. Actually, is he Ghanese?
No, he's Nigerian
He's Nigerian as well.
too. Yeah.
Hmm. Oh, I have a. Oh, the thing is, like,
You
the
have
list is so long, and
yeah.
I mix and
But are
everything.
you looking forward to any collaborations? Since we're having a collaboration
Yeah, yeah,
interview. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. I would love to collab with honestly, like, to whoever who would love to
Mm-hmm.
want to work, because I'd like to cross borders and build bridges across the continents, and even with when I have my roots in the east, it could be nice to build bridges from the east to the west as
Yeah.
well,
Yeah. Yeah.
um in that sense.
Mm.
So basically, my whole my canvas is blank, and I'm ready to paint ish.
Have you met Diamond Platinum yet?
Not yet. I hope to one of these days. I have not met him yet,
Okay.
but it's definitely on the list of to dos. Let's say that.
So what's with affiliated?
Yeah,
What's it? Because when you search for the name Tarick, it comes with
yeah,
affiliated,
yeah.
right?
Well,
So
mm, affiliated. To say it in a short way,
mm,
affiliated is a record label, an independent record label,
okay.
which has high priority in artistic freedom,
Mm, okay.
and it's built in a way, the label for the musician and not for the label. So as we're independent, and like it also gave, for me, affiliated means like I got room to like express myself as the artist that I developed into over the years. I
Okay.
had even from the rap part, they took me in,
Mm,
and then I started getting melodic and became singing, and now with the Afro beat, and I could keep doing me, in a sense where I didn't have nobody to narrate me, or like guide me in a certain way
okay.
for what is commercial and what is hot right now.
Okay.
So
So they contacted you, and so they're like your record label, so to
they're
speak.
my, yes. If you ask me, they're my family. I'm not gonna lie. That's my family. But but yeah, yeah, definitely. They're on my record label. It's a story of two indie labels that merged and became one greater label.
Oh,
So
okay.
we merged two families together and created one, and therefore we moved together, and so everyone in the label had the same vision with the thing, with
Mm,
like everything. So therefore we could move in a we say more unionized way. So
okay. Okay. I get it. So apart from the three singles that you released, the
yeah.
Madafo, the Chosen, have you released any of them, or are we expecting more to be released?
We're these three, we're expecting these three, and on the other side of these three, I am
Mm.
slowly, I'm a little hush hush about it, but I'm slowly cooking up another or an EP,
EP. Okay.
EP, depending on how many tracks I'll have on it, maybe an album. It's still in the process and in the
Hmm.
making.
I was
So
gonna
yeah.
ask if you were gonna ever make an album.
Yeah. Well, right now I'm not too keen. I'm not too specified on what exactly what type of project or what size it's going to be.
Mm.
Right now I'm just collecting the music I like, and which I feel can contribute to a more defined me. So that's pretty much what I'm aiming for right now, and I'm slowly building up this EP or album or whatever I'm building. But I'm doing a whole project
Okay.
with like a concept, and
Okay.
yeah.
So as a musician, what do you make of collaborations? Do you think it's something that, I know that we have various people or various
Yeah.
artists who, are good in their own
Yeah.
sells. But what do you make of collaborations? Do you think that is something that should be,
I think it's something that should be put a little more pressure on, actually. I think people should collaborate more, because the more, if we push each other, we all eat, that's pretty much the mentality of the whole label as well. So like
yeah,
that whole idea of collaborating together and again, to build bridges across, it doesn't have
yeah,
to be, it could be from my city to another
yeah,
city here in
yeah,
Denmark, or all the way to Ghana or Tanzania or
mm,
wherever, it's about for me, it's about to like, for us to unify in a way, and we have this saying in Tanzania saying,
okay.
tuko pamoja,
Tuko
which
pamoja.
exactly, and
What does
directly
that mean?
translated, that means we are as one.
Okay.
And that's a thing like they really live by, and it's a sentence that really means a lot, and I took that sentence and like, I took it in, I really took it in to say that. So I feel like collaborations around is necessary for us all to develop new skills and to move rapidly. At least we could move even faster if we all work together.
Mm. So if given the chance to,
Yeah.
speak to the millions of Ghanaians watching you, what would you want to say?
I'm here. Hook up. Let's go. Let's link. No, I'd say definitely reach out to the people you want to work with, and definitely take that extra step, because no one's gonna take the step, unless
How do we
somebody
reach
does
out
it.
though?
I mean, there's different ways to do it.
Okay. To you, I mean,
To me,
Tarick.
you can reach
So
me on
if I
Instagram.
say if I want to reach out or social media,
Yeah, social media. You can just hit me on my Instagram. That's the one I use most frequently. I also have a Facebook page. You could easily get me there as well. Yeah, it's Tarick CPH. So yeah, it's Tarick from Copenhagen, or what you want to say. But yeah, Tarick CPH. That's the Instagram tag, and that's where you can hit me. Just send me a DM, and I'll be right back with you when I have time. That's pretty much it. Or you could also get a hold of Affiliated, of course,
okay.
if you would like to like move. Or we also have other artists to collaborate with as well, So
okay. But do you have any of them, any names, that you're looking forward to collaborate with, your people?
Of my people?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, right. I have a
home.
song out already with one of the guys, Silhouette. One collaboration we made.
Okay.
Other than that, I'm slowly cooking up with Fundi Wake, another Tanzanian brother. So yeah, we're cooking up a little bit here and there, making demos with everybody actually. But slowly we're getting somewhere with the collabs in the crew.
Yeah,
the thing
I
is,
noticed.
What? Sorry.
I noticed that you don't have videos. Any particular reason why you don't have videos? Are you working on any?
Sorry, one more time.
Yeah, I noticed that you don't have videos of, like music videos of you on any of the platforms.
Yeah.
So
That's
any particular reason why we don't have that?
Well, it's because the songs that the songs that are out now represent a younger me, I guess.
Okay.
A less defined me, or
Okay.
I say I'm trying to build a new visual identity, and also because we all change always. So I've changed my way of thinking a lot since then.
Okay.
And therefore songs that are out, but I am making a new video for the next.
Okay.
And that's pretty much going to represent what we're heading towards.
I can't wait. I really can't wait for the new version of Tarick.
The new version, yeah.
Yeah, the new version of Tarick and what Tarick has for the whole world. Thank you so much. Is there any other thing that we missed out?
I'll hit you guys up whenever I will hit Ghana, and you'll see me there in the streets one day, whatever. No, I don't know if we missed something. I think we're.
Pretty
I don't
much
know unless you
that's.
have anything
Oh, the
third you want to
last
ask
the
me.
last thing you haven't well, we know that you're a musician and you have all the
Yeah,
songs. At least I've listened to the Madafu, the Chosen in this country. You want to sing something, off
from the songs
maybe Chosen?
chosen.
Yeah.
Okay. So which part though to take?
Well, you can start
Yeah,
from
the
somewhere, the
chosen
bridge or somewhere.
is quite fast, but I say I'll take Madafu. That's the next reason one, and then people will recognize it. I'll do that one.
Okay.
Kama ukipanda pikipiki ajali, makelele wanapigia askari. Hii hapa hatari. Ota mama mama, unaota, unaweza rudi geto ukitoka saa 8 usiku, lakini hujachoka. Usijali, 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 nitaweza kukufata na bajaji. Think I care for her body, yeah. I beg her to stay, she my mommy, yeah. Now I only care for my shawty, yeah. And the rest will be next week.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Wish you all
Becky.
the
It's been a
best
pleasure.
and more love from Ghana.
Yeah, and love from Denmark. Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.